After crossing the border from Thailand, we were ready to begin our trip across Laos. But first we would take some time out in Laos capital Vientiane, where we would spend a few days enjoying the city, eating some good foods, including some unusual ones, checking out the sights and getting our bikes ready for the trip ahead. When we got out of the city, we began to see some of Laos' rural lifestyle, with farms lining the Mekong and animals lining the roads. The road surfaces were constantly varying, and with a lot of roadwork going on, made for some pretty tough riding our first few days out of Vientiane. Always being on the lookout for snacks meant that we found some pretty interesting things to eat at the roadside stalls. A lot of roadwork meant that the roads were really dusty. How dusty, you ask? So dusty! Constantly joined by happy, friendly locals on the roads, and also some that weren't so friendly. More stopping for snacks meant more interesting things to eat, both dead and alive. Probably the best thing about stopping at these roadside stops was the unlimited ice. Filling our drink bottles up with ice was an absolute lifesaver. Our first few days out of Vientiane have been a lot of highway riding with a lot of dusty roadworks going on, but we're on a nice finished stretch at the moment. Pretty boring riding so far, but the countryside and the little towns we go through are a lot of fun. Everyone's just super happy to see us and really welcoming and smiling and waving, so it's hard not to be in a good mood, smile on your face while you're here. We've got the Thakek Loop coming up now that we're just on our way to, so we should get some better scenery and some interesting riding over the next week or so. One of the best roadside snacks we found was donuts. Much better than buffalo skin and fermented fish, so we'd fill up on them whenever we could. This section just coming into Thakhek this morning has been especially dusty. About 50 k's to go today and pretty crazy amount of dust. We reached the town of Thakhek, the official start of the famous loop. We'd spend a couple days in little cafes like this one, drinking good coffee and tea, filling up on bowls of pho and eating endless banh mi's. We even met another cyclist who we'd start the loop with for the first few days. Let's go! Party posse! bit of rain on the loop meant a lot of mud, but it didn't stop the beautiful scenery. First day on the Thakek Loop, nice and rainy, nice and muddy, good times. With over 30 scenic sites along the loop, the most famous would have to be the caves. Ranging from hundreds to thousands of metres long, these caves offer endless opportunities for those wishing to explore. With plenty of great accommodation options along the route, our pick of the bunch would have to be the Thakhek. A great place to chill out for a day or two before hitting the road again. Day 3 on the Thakek Loop now. We've had a bit of dust, a bit of rain and a bit of mud. We've got blue skies at the moment. Probably in for some rain later on, but so far the route's been beautiful, plenty to see along the way, and yeah, just loving it. The funnest things about cycling in Laos is the always smiling, laughing kids, either racing you on bikes or racing out to give you high fives along the way. The riding changed from jungly uphill climbs and fast ascents to going through many banana plantations and small simple thatched villages along the way. Day 5 on the Thakek Loop today. Really nice day, just riding out towards Konglor Cave, and there's just lots of little farmy villages set between these big cliffs either side. Really beautiful landscape. Had a bit of rain, had a bit of sunshine, and yeah, just a really nice day again on the Thakek Loop. We reached Konglor Cave, which is one of the biggest in the area, at about 7 kilometres long. The river running through it allowed us to spend the day exploring it by boat. And after a 45-minute journey through the darkness, we popped out the other side into a beautiful green oasis. We're just leaving Laos now after completing the Thakek Loop. That's it for our time here in Laos. We're on our way towards the border with Vietnam, where we'll be riding from Hanoi in the north down to Ho Chi Minh in the south. Looking forward to it and hope to see you there.